welcome to Ash Wednesdays. I am your host, Ash Taylor. If you're new here, please comment down below. Let us know what you're up to, where you're watching from. Heck, even if you're not here, do the same. Will we please give a big round of applause, by the way? This is my wonderful husband, Mr. Chris Delisle, on lead guitar. I think that may be the greatest guitar solo thing and prop thing we've ever done on an Ash Wednesday.
Think so?
I really think so. I think you might be on fire. Do your fingers hurt?
No.
Very impressive, very impressive. We got an amp, not a new amp, but we moved an amp from another room in the house in here for Ash Wednesdays, and we thought we'd give it a shot. And this one has all kinds of different modelings. I was going to say, can you do a demonstration for us, please, Mr.
Sure.
Delisle? Show all the different sounds.
So it's just a
Clean tone.
clean tone.
Clean tone. It's great. Anywho, but you can do all kinds of different tones with this amp. Pretty neat. Pretty fun. There you go. There you go. I had the idea to bring this amp in here because it's actually less loud than our other one. So I can actually hear myself because I usually sit right in front of it and it kills me. And so, but it has so many sounds. And now Chris gets to be the rock god that he is in our studio. And
Something
yes,
like that.
people that are new here are going to be like, really? They play country music? I didn't know that. That's very interesting. Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. We're going to have a blast tonight. It's going to be awesome. Please give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below. Let's say hey to some folks. Who do we got watching?
See. Well, of course, Lynn is here. Hi, Ash. Hi, Chris. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Lynn. So glad you're here. Thank you for being here.
Sierra Nevada Pup is in the house. Are we ready for some music? Yes, we are.
Woo woo! I like your attitude. Love that. Thank you for being here.
Air Frying Auntie is here. Hello, Auntie. Says hi is Ash, Chris, and Mel.
Hi, Mel's here somewhere. Oh, she's behind Chris. She's taking a little nappy nap.
Yes. Brian Fly Fisherman Dish is here. Says happy OTHD to Ash and Chris, and don't forget Mel. I'm not sure what OTHD is standing for. My brain is a little slow today, so I'm going to need a little help.
We've kind of worked we've worked for months, but we've kind of worked all day. So Brian, help us out, buddy. Tell us what that is. But thank you for being here, and thank you. I'm so glad that you're here, and I hope you're doing well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Evelyn is in the house. Hello, friends.
Hello, my sweet friend. Glad you're here.
Jeff Cox is here. We're going to try that again. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Happy Rubber Ducky Wednesday, my favorite two internet friends. Can't wait for some soothing guitar to be the soundtrack in the art room. Fletcher the wiener dog is patiently waiting as well. I don't know if that was soothing for you or not, Jeff.
I was going to say, it depends on your definition of soothing.
Hopefully
but
it was enjoyable at least.
Hey, Jeff, I have to tell you, we loved the video that you sent Chris and I of the rubber ducky on your car. You got some awesome coworkers, and I love that you have a wiener dog. I just love dogs.
Wiener dogs
period.
are great.
Yeah. Awesome.
Addicted to Antlers is here. Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you so much for being here.
Dennis is here. Hi, all from Newport, Tennessee.
Hi,
not too
Dennis.
far away from us.
I know, he's a neighbor.
I know.
We gotta get together with Dennis, man.
We're just waiting for when you're going to come to Nashville and have dinner with us, Dennis.
That's right, Dennis. Hit us up, man. Thank you for being here.
Mara's in the house watching from Brazil.
That's
Hi,
our
Ash
buddy.
and Chris, and says, of course, as usual, happy Whiskey Wednesday.
Every Wednesday, and this is right here. Right here. Boom.
That's right. Everyone's just saying hello to each other. There's Rockin' Keto Amy. Hiya's, everybody.
Hello, Miss Amy. Hope you're doing well.
And there's Mr. Sean Bradley. I was thinking about you, Sean, as I was hitting some of those guitar riffs today. I thought this might be right up Sean's alley.
Right for Sean.
Sean Bradley in the house, hopefully enjoying the rock.
Yes, Sean, thank you for being here.
Rockin' Keto Amy says, love the rock feel to the jams tonight.
Guys, it's Wednesday, we're wild, we're drinking sparkling water and playing rock music.
Yes.
Better calm down at our old age.
Addicted to Antler says, beautiful intro music, kind of has a rock vibe.
Yes. Thank you.
Absolutely. Evelyn says, great sound.
Thank you.
My dad is here, says, we made it. Hi, everyone. That music does my rock heart good.
Awesome, Tony.
Yes,
thank you for being here.
My dad is the one that got me into classic rock and all the 60s and 70s, and then some of the 80s hair metal guys back when I was a kid. Now, I have to tell you guys, I came home with an Eiffel 65 CD, which is dance pop, when I was like 10 years old or something, and my dad said, absolutely not, and he took that CD and he gave me a stack of CDs that included like AC/DC and Aerosmith and Led Zeppelin and the Beatles and all this kind of stuff. I mean, it was a whole stack.
Can we
all kinds of things. And he
please?
said, you have to listen to all of this before I'm going to give you this other one back. And if you still like it, that's fine, but you need to learn what real music is. And that's what got me into being a guitar player.
Can we just please take a moment to appreciate Tony? Let's give Tony some love in the comments for saving
for my dad.
For saving you. Also, out of curiosity, were there certain bands that y'all used to listen to when you were younger that's kind of embarrassing now? Like, fun fact, my first concert was the Backstreet Boys, and
I listened to the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, which my dad was okay with because the harmonies are good, the songwriting is great.
Oh, the production.
The production is fantastic, but as soon as I went to the Euro dance pop and I went to the Eiffel 65 route, he was like, nope, we're not doing that.
You can write a line, but you just took it too far. Too far over.
Yeah, it was too far, so he made me get into the classic rock thing, and thankfully he did. Here we are. Twin Brook Acres is in the house. That is Rick. Hey, all stopping by for a short while. It's almost bedtime.
Oh, well, hey, Rick. Thank you so much for being here.
Glad you are here.
Yes, thank you, friend.
Let's see. Trevor McDonald is in the house.
Well, hello, Trevor.
Hello, Ash and Chris from Wichita, Kansas. I'm getting fit tested on my new wheelchair Monday morning, so I'll be getting it soon. Still don't know when yet I'll be getting it, but hopefully soon, or send a picture on Wednesday next week if you guys would like to see it.
Absolutely,
we'd
man.
Love it, man. Listen, I always like anybody's new wheels, and I don't care what kind of wheels it is. It can be wheels on your feet, wheels you sit in, wheels you drive. It doesn't matter. You got new wheels, you share it, man.
Absolutely, Trevor. Thank you, my friend. That's awesome. We're happy for you.
We'd love to see that race car you got going on there.
Yeah.
Dennis is loving the intro. Sean says, good Southern rock vibe tonight.
That's the vibe tonight, y'all. That's the vibe.
Air frying Auntie says, I'm just back from taking another load to storage.
Awesome, Auntie. Let us know how that move's going. I hate moving. I don't know about you guys, but man, every time we've moved, I just go, why did we do this? And then eventually I feel pretty good about it, but moving's a lot, so bless you, Auntie.
That is right. Evelyn says, everybody please hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already.
You guys...
Put a comment in the chat if you're watching, let us know you're here.
Here's the deal. Evelyn is smart, and we should listen to Evelyn and hit the thumbs up and the like.
Yes.
Because Evelyn's smart. Evelyn knows things.
Evelyn is brilliant.
She knows things. And Carl is very smart too. Hello, Carl,
well,
from nearby.
He picked Evelyn. Of course he's smart.
Because he's smart.
Right.
He's smart. It's just, it's not hard, guys. It's not hard.
It's very straightforward. Rick says, whenever I see talented guitar players, I remember why I gave up the guitar.
Rick, I think you should pick it back up. Chris and I probably hit a bunch of wrong notes and other stuff in there, and we just keep playing.
That's all right. If you play fast enough, no one knows the difference.
It's true. You put enough gain on this amp, you can hit a lot of things and no one will know.
That's right. You just make it really loud and fast, and just no one cares whether it's right.
Exactly.
Addicted to Antler says, amazing picking, Chris. Well, thank you, Connie.
Oh, yeah, he's picking. You picking.
Lynn says, Chris getting all fancy with the guitar.
You know, he gets fancy like that, y'all. He just does.
Fancy like, ooh.
It's the only thing that he gets fancy at, though. He's pretty straightforward, I think.
That's for sure. I'm a redneck with everything else.
He is.
Sean says, fret tap and awesomeness. Thanks kindly. A little nod to some Eddie Van Halen there. God rest his soul. Cindy DeManch is in the house. Hello, Ash, Chris, Mel, and everyone in the chat. Hello, Cindy.
Hello, Cindy, and hello to Brian, and hello to little Max. Hopefully you guys are having a good week.
Almost got done early enough to pop into Cindy's live. Because she and Brian were live, and I was almost done early enough that I was going to be able to pop in and say hello before we had to start setting up here. I didn't quite get it done. I was working on a certain table of contents all day today, but we tried to get in there. So,
yeah, we have been working since very early this morning.
Yes,
no rest for the wicked. I guess we must be wicked.
A long but a good day.
Yes.
A long but a good day.
Productive day.
Yes. Mar says amazing song. Dennis says Chris is on fire.
He is. I saw the smoke.
That's
Small
right.
Smoke over there.
Jeff says, OMG, that guitar work was especially soulful today.
Well, yes. I love that kind of stuff, though, y'all. Gets me.
And let's see, this is fantastic. Auntie has a great question.
Yes.
I can't remember if I've heard this, but how did Ash decide to be a country artist?
Well, when you're a redneck, you ain't got that many choices. I mean, when you... Auntie's been home to Bakersfield, where the Merle Haggard and the Hodells and the stuff.
That's
Auntie, I actually really love this question. Thank you for this. So this is a good one. So I think a lot of it, though, truthfully does have to do, I think, with where I grew up and how I grew up. So clearly growing up in Bakersfield, and if you're, new or maybe you don't know, so Bakersfield, my hometown, is actually the hometown of Merle Haggard, Buck Owens, Dwight Yoakam, and it was known in the 70s as actually being the original Nashville. So there's all kinds of session players and musicians and artists and songwriters that all came out of Bakersfield, California, and they were primarily taking up country radio kind of in the early 60s and 70s, and really it was like a movement in country music. And so that's where I grew up, and so there was a lot of history there, especially with country. I would owe, though, honestly, my Nana. So my Nana I was very close to, and she constantly growing up had people like Loretta Lynn and Tammy Wynette and all of these songs. And so, I mean, I just kind of listened to them. And she passed away when I was 13, and I kind of inherited her CD collection. And I think that was kind of like a thing where I think, when she passed, I think I understood heartbreak for the first time. And so when you're a kid, maybe you don't quite understand a song, like Stand By Your Man or He Stopped Loving Her Today, but you get old enough and you start experiencing some heartaches of your own, and man, those country songs will get you. Yeah. And so I think I just fell in love with the storytelling and the aspect of it, and that's kind of how I became a country music fan, was honestly through her. And then I can pinpoint the exact moment in time. Chris is smiling.
I was going to make sure you told this story if you didn't.
Chris loves when I tell this story because it just really sums me up, I feel like, in a nutshell. But
yeah. You want to know what it's like to be married to Ash? This is pretty much
this
it.
This is pretty much it. Pretty much it. But don't worry, we're happily married. He's fine.
I'm very happy about it. It's just being married to Ash in a nutshell, understanding her as my wife, like what I need to be ready for on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. This story is it.
This is it. So that's how I became a country music fan. Now, the moment I decided that I wanted to be a country music artist, songwriter, whatever, I was basically in high school, and I was sitting on my grandmother's couch, and they're double wide. Let's paint that picture. Mm-hmm. And so I'm sitting in the double wide. I'm in my grandparents' house, and my Nana had put on CMT, country music television, and she had it on, all the time. This one day in particular, though, I remember sitting on the couch. I remember it just like it was yesterday. And this thing flashed up on the screen, and it said CMT World Premiere. And before I knew it, this lady named Gretchen Wilson came flying off of a four-wheeler singing about being a redneck woman. And I turned to my Nana, and I said, that is what I want to be when I grow up. And she said, what, a redneck? And I said, hell yeah. And
it came true.
And it came true. No, but true. Oh, but when I saw Gretchen Wilson, it was like not just my grandma's music or music I enjoyed. It was like, oh my gosh, this girl's like, she gets it. Like, she writes songs that I relate to. I thought she was just the coolest thing. And so I blame Gretchen Wilson for all of it, basically. Yeah. So, but Auntie, great question. Thank you. Thank you so much for that.
Such a great question.
All the redneck women out there.
Carrie is in the house.
Carrie!
I made it.
Carrie, I'm so glad you're here. Every time your name pops up on the screen, I get real excited.
Yes.
I love Carrie.
Yes.
Yes.
Evelyn says, sweet.
Sweet.
Carrie says, damn, pick it.
Because my Nana would always say, never half-ass anything, always use your full ass.
That's right.
Even when you're guitar picking.
Sean Bradley says, our dog is snoring to the rhythm of the music. That's fantastic. I like
Sean,
that.
what kind of dog do y'all got?
Yeah.
Mel snores, but I don't know. She's kind of weird. I don't know.
Barry Weems is in the house.
Brother
Barry. Hang on.
Hold on. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. There it is. Just for our brother Barry. Truck driving. Barry, where's you out on the road, my friend? What's happening in your world?
Are you on the road? Are you home?
What you doing, Barry?
Are you staring at your cell phone while you drive? Like, what's going on?
I don't think Barry's doing that.
No, I don't think
Barry's a responsible type of guy. We're not.
Yes.
Barry, I'm so glad you're here, though. Thank you for tuning in,
Good
though.
to
It
see
always
you,
makes
brother.
me so happy to see your name.
Rockin' Keto Amy says, I have my phone light on, waving back and forth.
Oh, doing one of these.
Love it.
I like it.
Absolutely love it. We got some clapping hands. Everybody enjoyed it.
Awesome.
Jeff says, I agree, Ash. Dang, Chris. Thought I was listening to whoever taught Eric Clapton how to play guitar.
Oh, giddy up now.
You're very kind.
I say all the time that I married the best guitar player in Nashville, and, it's just proof I'm not lying. I'm just keeping it real.
Sean says, had a little Eddie Van Halen hot for teacher going there. Yep,
there you go.
That's right. Let's see. We're getting the rock on sign from Addicted to Antlers.
Thank you, friends.
And Lynn says, oh my, love it.
Thanks, Lynn.
I feel like I could just imagine Lynn saying that too.
Really?
Oh my, love it.
It's because Lynn's awesome.
Lynn is
I don't feel like it's a live stream until Lynn is here.
That's
and then
very
I feel
true.
like the world is complete and we may now go on in our live stream life.
Very, very true.
If Lynn ain't here, ain't no party.
Very true. So Brian says OTHD equals over the hump day.
Oh, duh. I knew that.
Love it. Okay,
Sorry, Brian.
I'm glad you knew that. I didn't. I'm a dumb redneck. We don't talk about stuff with those kinds of terms.
I didn't get it, but now that he says that, I just feel dumb.
OTHD, I don't know what it means. I can't even spell it.
Don't make Chris take his shoes off and use his toes to try to read that. It gets complicated.
Sherry says, LOL, when is Mel not taking a nap?
Sherry, I can answer that question for you. It's when she wants to be fed, when she needs to go out potty, and when she's playing fetch. Other than that, she's just chilling. This dog lives a good life. She's just chilling.
Absolutely. Mr. Dustin Keto Simple is here, beard in the house, just dropping in to say, hey, love y'all. Went out to dinner with the young one and our oldest boy and his fiance, trying to plan wedding stuff.
That is so exciting. Oh my gosh. Well, hey, thank you for tuning in. I hope y'all have fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Weddings are always exciting. We love that, man. Good for you guys.
Lynn says, Sherry, Mel may be a professional napper, perhaps?
I think so.
Yes, I think
she has so much energy. She's so bright. But, I read that it's actually a sign that if your adult dog naps for something like 18 hours a day, that they're actually very happy and content. And I read that, and I'm like,
I was napping for 18 hours a day. I'd probably be pretty content, too.
Dude, I'd be super happy and content. But, yeah, so I just think Mel's a very happy dog. I don't know. She isn't made.
Lay around, sleep, wake up just long enough to eat, go take a poop, and then just go right back
right
to
back
sleep.
to bed, man. Right back to bed.
Does that not sound like a life and a half?
It sounds like a lot of good things.
I'm telling you.
I like it, man.
Jeff says, absolutely soothing for sure, Chris. Rock on with your bad self.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Let's
some people find soothing, like meditation music and little pianos and stuff, but I don't know. Sometimes that kind of stresses me out, and I'm just weird though.
Yeah.
I know I am. I own it.
This sounds really good. Cindy says, mixing some creamies for dinner. Classic cake donut for Brian. Coconut cream pie with toasted coconut as mix-in for me.
Why? When is Cindy going to bring us dinner? She's always
you don't have to bring
talking...
me dinner. Just bring me ice cream. That's fine.
Seriously, but that could be our dinner. It could be. I'm just saying.
Love it.
Cindy, you're always talking about all the yummy things you make. I'm like,
know.
Come on.
I'm always making us hungry.
Yeah.
Auntie says to my dad, good job on the CD switch.
We're proud, Tony.
And Sean says, awesome job, Tony.
Yep.
Hey, it saw your thumbs up tonight, boo.
Oh, it did?
Look at that.
Oh my gosh, and I wasn't paying attention.
I know.
It never happens. Roll that back.
Amy says, Dad's got great taste in music. My dad took away my Price single cassette.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Let's see.
I feel sometimes, though... Oh, go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say that Bill Knott is in the house.
Well, hello, Mr. Bill Knott.
Speaking of guitar players.
I know. He sent us a video.
Yeah, he sent us a video. I didn't realize Bill was a guitar player. Well, and then I heard him play, and I was like, oh my goodness, he is fantastic. I'd love to jam with this guy.
I know. Bill, when you're in Nashville, man, we're going to make you some dinner. We're going to have to jam.
You either make it to Nashville or we make it up to Alaska. One of the two.
I'd like that, too. That would be good with me.
We'd love to come up to Alaska.
Yep. I would really like that. That's really awesome. I was going to say... I'm proud of Tony for interfering and taking away the pop, whatever the hell CD that was that you were going to listen to, and introducing you to rock, just so that you can go in this big roundabout circle and then marry a country artist and then play country.
Here we are.
I'm glad that we could just come full circle. It just makes sense.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Amy was into Prince.
Prince is great though.
Carrie was into the Osmonds. I was 13.
Ooh.
My mom was really into the Osmonds. My mom was
too.
Specifically into Donny Osmond.
Donny Osmond, guys, I just saw a video clip of him. That guy still got it, though.
Oh, he's very talented.
He's insanely talented. I feel like he looks super young. He's great.
As weird as it sounds, the Mulan soundtrack, the Disney Mulan, where he did, some of the music in that.
Yeah, he did that.
He was incredible.
There's a musical, what is it? Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat, I think it's called.
Yeah,
I may have messed up that title. He is phenomenal in that.
He's incredible.
That man's awesome.
He is amazing.
I don't hate on Donnie.
Dennis says, totally agree on the CD switch. That's good parenting.
I feel like, listen to this.
Interestingly enough, Sean Bradley says his first concert was the Osmonds. He was 6.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Love that. Addicted to Antler says, yes, good job, Dad Delisle.
We're proud. We're very proud.
Yep, absolutely. And Air Frying Auntie says, Donnie and Marie Osmond for me.
Oh my gosh.
My mom is here too, says, rock on, Tony.
That's right. Good
yeah, my mom was supportive of getting me out of the Europop too. Although she would have gone the John Denver route to get me to do it, but either way. Auntie also says Captain and Tennille.
Oh man, yeah, that's old, but I know what you're talking about. I get that. Yeah.
Janelle is in the house. Hello, I made it.
Hi, Janelle. So glad you're here, my friend.
I love this. Sean says, "Be like Evelyn." Yes.
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 I think if everyone was like Evelyn, the world would be a better place.
Be like
I said it.
Evelyn.
I'm gonna make that a bumper sticker.
Sean also says feedback also helps. Yes, feedback definitely helps.
Word.
Definitely helps.
Yeah.
Carrie says David Cassidy. I just dated myself, which is fine because no one else will.
My mom likes David Cassidy. Carrie's a hoot, man. Carrie cracks me up. Everything she says, I'm just like, I love her. I want to be like Carrie when I grow up.
That's right. My dad says, I think it was a great switch. Thanks all, but Chris just ran with it.
Yeah.
That is very true.
Luckily you do that. That's good.
I do that. Sean says Corn is from Bakersfield. Absolutely.
I know they're from Bakersfield. Here's a fun fact for you, Sean. So I went to audio school, straight out of high school, basically, and eventually got the job. I actually interned at Corn's recording studio in Bakersfield, and I did a couple sessions and all over there at their studio, and I've got to meet them, and yeah, they're from Bakersfield. In fact, when we were home, we passed it, but the big convention center there, the back street there is actually called Corn Avenue, and it's spelled with the backwards K and all that. So yeah, bunch of Bakersfield boys.
Yep.
We're known for more than just country.
That's right. Rickwin96 is here. Good evening, everyone.
Well, hello, my friend. Thank you for being here.
And everybody's just saying hello.
I love it.
My dad says, Brian, you get lucky once in a while.
That's nice.
Let's see. Auntie says, I love your country music start story.
Oh, thank you, Auntie. Appreciate that. Thank you for the great question.
Yes, and Addicted Antlers loves the Gretchen Wilson.
Oh, I love Gretchen Wilson. Her first two records are like in my top 5 favorite records of all time. Chris can tell you. I play them all the time. I mean, that is some amazing country music, and just the songwriting.
Yeah.
And the production is nothing crazy, but the songs are just incredible. So I'm a big Gretchen Wilson fan.
Absolutely. Dennis says, great story.
Thank
Rockin'
you.
Keto Amy, Gretchen Wilson is the best. She's probably my favorite country artist along with Shania.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, Shania's awesome too, man.
Auntie says Mel snores to the beat of her own drum. You're not wrong.
She does. You're not.
The problem is she does it all night long, too.
All night long.
Let's see. Aunt Donna's here. Wallflowers in the house. Says, hey, all, good to see you.
Well, it's good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, it's good to see you, Aunt Donna.
Yeah.
Rockin' Keto Amy says, I've been known to karaoke Gretchen. I love her song Whiskey in the Bible.
Amy just hit us with the deep cut.
That's right.
Amy, I'm proud of you. Gosh, no wonder I'm friends with her.
That's a deep dive one.
That's my friend right there. Ooh, I love. Most people just go, here for the party and redneck woman, but good for you. I like that.
Sean says our pup is a Chihuahua Dachshund mix.
Ooh, I want to pet that dog. I want to pet that dog real
So it's
bad.
basically a little spicy sausage. That's what it is.
A little spicy sausage. You know what? At least it's got some personality.
Love it. Barry says, I'm on the road listening to y'all while driving through Georgia. I can't watch, but I can listen.
Awesome, man. Well, be safe.
Let's see. Trevor McDonald says, Ash and Chris, I'm getting tested fit for my wheelchair. I'm going to bring my iPad to my appointment so my staff can take a picture and you guys can see if I posted it on live on Wednesday next week for you guys to see.
I love it, my friend. Please do. Thank you.
And Brian is in the house, Dale38S. The guinea pig says, hi everyone, creamy is good.
Good. Enjoy it. And pet Max. That's a requirement.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
He's a good boy.
Carrie says, when I was younger, the sound of rain or waterfalls was soothing. Now it just makes me want to pee. Thank God for Salty.
I love Carrie. We listen to like waterfall sounds and stuff like that all the time. It does. It puts me to sleep though. It really does. I just pass out.
Right. My mom says, in my defense, someone gave me the Eiffel 65 CD for my birthday. I wasn't dumb enough to buy it for myself. I was also 10 years old. I didn't have any money. So.
This is fair.
You know.
This is fair. I hate to say it. That's a terrible gift. I'm just gonna say it, man. Like
That was back when you
wow.
still went to the mall to the music store to buy CDs.
Wow. You're dating yourself right now.
Yeah.
You're dating yourself.
That's all right.
Wow.
You're the one married me.
I know. I married a much older man.
Addicted to antlers. I have a love and appreciation for country and rock and everything in between.
And that's awesome. That's the thing. Man, just music is great in general. So I really try not to get too caught up on the stereotypes. I mean, like, you know, there's I'm going to go on a little music history rant. So Buck Owens published this article in the mid 60s, and it actually it kind of back in the day would be what we would now call viral. So it became really popular. But the article was him saying, I refuse to play any song that is not a country song. Mm-hmm. And so people were like, well, what's a country song? What's whatever? So then you would show up to his live show, and he would rip into songs like Johnny Be Good. And so people were like, well, that's not country. And he's like, yes, it is.
Yeah.
And he's like, it tells a story. There's, you know, this and that. So I feel like just music is music. And I think as long as it tells a story, or like, you know, if it's a rock guitar thing, it's just great. So I love that. I love your attitude and open-mindedness.
Absolutely. I love this. Sherry says, I know I'm always saying I did this and did that, but that's what happens when you grow up in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
I dated an Osmond, but I will not out who it was. Very cool.
Sherry, you can't come on here and drop a damn bomb like that. Also, she says a Osmond. There's more than just Donnie and Marie. So
yeah.
Sherry.
Pretty wild.
You can.
Cool.
Well, now I'm gonna wonder who. Well, that's cool, girl.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Sean is super jelly about you having a connection with Korn there.
Well, thanks, my friend. It was cool. Their studio is absolutely beautiful, and it was actually I mean, really, really nice. I enjoyed it. It was nice. Clearly not my type of music, but I was treated really well, and it was good. Good stuff.
Sometimes that's all that matters.
Yeah, exactly.
Rick is heading to bed. Might try to have a wild night and stay awake until 10. Woohoo! Good night, all.
Rick, you gotta calm down there, buddy. You're a wild man.
And Dennis is laughing about spicy sausage.
Spicy sausage. Are you funny?
I'm very funny today.
Don't tell Chris he's funny, because then he's going to laugh for like 45 minutes because he's going to think, are you going to hold it together?
I'm going to hold it together.
Okay, all right.
I'm going to hold it together, and then I'll pee in myself later.
You're going to pee your pants?
Yeah. Brenda Foley is in the house. Hi, Brenda.
Hi, Brenda. How are you? Good to see you.
Rickwin says, I had to go to the bank to transfer an IRA to my credit union. The bank manager told me he was on keto. I told him to go look up Chris Cooking Nashville for the best recipes. He promised to look it up. That's so cool.
That's awesome, man. Very
amazing,
cool.
all these things, like how much stuff just happens. Now,
yes.
You guys talk about my recipes. Awesome. If you meet people like country music, make sure don't
Even
forget
if they don't, just tell them to like
That's
it.
right. That's right. Just tell them to go to ashtaylor.com.
Yes. I will say I'm representing, though. I'm wearing a CCN ball cap. See? I'm representing you right now.
And I'm playing an Ash Taylor show.
Look at that. It's like we're working together, guys. We're working together. This might become a permanent thing. Who knows?
That's right. Carrie says, spicy sausage or chowini?
Chowini.
It's definitely a chowini, but I like spicy sausage because here's the deal. My mom has Chihuahuas, and they have about 1,000 times the attitude as their body should hold.
This
usually.
is true.
So
yeah.
You're just saying, spicy sausage
Spicy
is where it's
sausage.
at.
It's cute.
I like this. Carrie is right where I was with my mind goes. Sherry, was it Marie?
No judgment here. I mean, that's
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh man.
And Carrie is sticking her tongue out. She thinks she's funny like I do.
Carrie's funny, man. She's a hoot.
That's right. Sean says I could talk music all day. My first album was Rush, Moving Pictures.
Oh, very cool.
And Sherry says I will only say it was not Donnie.
Okay.
So
at least you give me some little tidbit there, Sherry.
That's right.
That's awesome, though. I think that's
right.
so cool.
And popping in late again is Crow.
Well,
But Crow's in the house.
Hey, the party don't start till you get here. Thank y'all for being here. It's so good to catch up with you guys.
Yeah, that's right.
Really quick, because I'm old in my mind, I will forget things. Why don't we go through our announcements?
Yeah.
If you guys noticed, we actually named this. What did I name it? Ash Wednesday. Changes and exciting things.
Yes.
That's what I named this live stream. We wanted to do a little bit of housekeeping real quick with you guys and keep you posted. So
we're changing away from country and going opera.
How did you know?
Yeah.
You guessed it. No. Well, people now may think that we're going to be like rock or metal or something.
Right.
I don't know. We're getting crazy.
Nessun dorma.
What was I going to... Yeah, okay. So...
Am I helping?
No. You're not helping me at all. But that's okay. Sometimes marriage is great. Sometimes I will be like deep in thought or really trying to focus on something, and then Chris comes up behind me and just says something totally random, and it just derails me.
A lot of times she's deep in thought, and I just come up behind her and pinch her butt.
Yeah, that works too. And then I'm like, Christopher, focus. Just focus.
I'm focused. You're the one struggling over here. I'm focused.
I know, I'm a little brain dead. No, so we just wanted to go through some basic housekeeping things really quick. So for starters, this is probably the big one, so let's start here. So we are not going to be live next Wednesday. I believe that should be April 30th. Because we are actually going to be playing a show in downtown Nashville, and I believe my lovely assistant has this.
I'm attempting to. There it goes.
There it goes. So we're not going to be going live next Wednesday for Ash Wednesdays because we're playing a show in downtown Nashville. So if you are in the Nashville area, come on out. It's free admission. It's going to be a really good time. We don't get to play downtown Nashville a lot.
Yeah.
But when we do, it's always a big party.
Absolutely.
So come on down. And then the other thing that we wanted to talk about was actually Ash Wednesdays itself. So Chris and I have had a lot of meetings over the past, several weeks, and we have so much stuff coming for you guys. It's honestly kind of crazy, isn't it?
It's a little scary.
It is a little scary, huh?
Because somewhere along the way, we have to be the ones who do the work to make it happen.
No, really? Oh, they left that part out. We basically, though, it's honestly really, really good stuff. It's very exciting, but we have a lot of new things that are going to be dropping as far as like content-wise. Now, I'm talking new music videos. I'm talking some other super cool, exciting things in the content world that we're going to be announcing super soon in the next few weeks. So definitely stay tuned. We also, though, have had our tour schedule actually beef up quite a bit. And unfortunately, I only have so many hours in a day. And I unfortunately feel like my attention is kind of been torn in a bunch of places. And we just have so much cool stuff that we're doing that unfortunately we're going to have to change up the schedule of Ash Wednesdays. So if you're new, we've been doing this for a while now where I do it just every Wednesday night, 7 Central. So it's a weekly live stream. Unfortunately, with all of the new content that we're putting out, all of these cool, exciting opportunities that Chris and I are getting, all the stuff that we're doing, I'm afraid I just can't simply do it every week with like the tour schedule and just all that stuff. I would basically, there would be months where I would have to cancel almost every single Wednesday.
Yep.
And so it just kind of doesn't make sense. So we're actually going to be doing this, still doing it, but we're going to go ahead and make this a once a month live stream. So we're going to be doing it the first Wednesday of every month at 7 Central, 8 Eastern. Nothing's changed. Yes. We're going to just make it one big party where y'all can tune in. We're going to do a really good job of advertising it ahead of time, so don't feel like you have to remember what Wednesday is what. But we're going to advertise it and just have a big party and just do it once a month and just honestly have a big old, we'll do the giveaway. We'll play maybe a song or two. Maybe it's more of like an hour and a half live stream or something like that. But just honestly make it a big special event. But hopefully you guys aren't upset and hopefully you guys understand. It just it means so much that you guys tune in. But I feel like sometimes you have to make a tough call where it's like, man, I'm getting opportunities that people would dream of. And so I have to, unfortunately, though, have the time to be able to devote to that.
I think the hardest part of business, the hardest part of success, finding success in business, is knowing when and then being able to change. And
I would agree with that.
Because we get so wrapped up in doing things the same way because we like doing it that way, that when opportunities come along where if you change some things, you can actually go to kind of the next level.
Yeah.
We're afraid to do it. And this, I think, is just one for us where it's like, if we don't go to the next level, then we just kind of stay in the same place. But going to the next level requires our time be taken away from one thing and put towards something else at least certain days of the month. Yeah. And it's just kind of a necessary thing. So.
Well, and it just, and I think this is honestly, like I said, I hope we're doing a good job explaining this for starters, but kind of a hard thing for me to honestly say, because I think sometimes I think I'm Wonder Woman until I realize that maybe I'm not. But, like you're saying, though, it's kind of hard when you're getting offered all of these show opportunities And so then because you want to take the show because it's a big opportunity and a big deal, now you can't show up and do your weekly live stream. And so for a while, this really worked, you know. But unfortunately, it's like we've grown so much that it's like, gosh, well, you know, when I started doing this weekly, I wasn't touring. Like, I wasn't doing much of anything, honestly. I was just trying to get, like, back into it right after COVID. So, you know, this is kind of a good change, though, only because it's like, wow, like, look at all the cool things that we're getting to do. So, but unfortunately, our whole schedule, not just this, our whole schedule is changing. But like I said to you guys, you know, we're... I'll be sharing more about this, but a little tidbit. So we not only have a bunch of shows, new music, we have partnerships that we're going to be announcing, really cool opportunities that we're going to get to do, so stay tuned. I'm also going to be launching my very own podcast. I literally am starting to record episodes right now, so you may not have Ash Wednesdays, but you can still tune in and hear all your favorite dad jokes and have some special guests and stuff. So there's lots of other content and cool stuff that we'll be sharing more about in the next few weeks.
We'll have lots of podcast stuff for you to listen to share, to comment on, to... You guys can still, you still support Ash all of those ways.
Yes, I just want to make sure you guys know that, like, I told Chris, like, I was like, I can't do it every week anymore, and it makes me kind of sad, truthfully. But I really just appreciate your guys' support. But I think this is like growing pains where we're growing, and so unfortunately we gotta make changes. So, anywho, but yeah, that's kind of the big exciting change and announcement. The other thing that I did want to mention, super quick, is we actually also as well. So like I said, we have. I feel like it's going to be like boom, 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 boom. So many things dropping. If you're not already, now I know some of you already are, and I'm so glad that you are a member of my fan club, the Bad Ashes. But we actually are doing some really cool stuff, and a lot of it is going to be dropping in the official fan club, the Bad Ashes. So if you haven't joined yet, head on over to ashtaylor.com. You'll see the tab there, the Bad Ashes, where you can sign up and join. That's basically like my Patreon. It's my official fan club. It's $5 a month. So feel free to sign up. But we actually have all kinds of new stuff for the Bad Ashes, including I'm going to be dropping next week an official merch store. So it's going to have all kinds of merch and different things in it. You can only see that merch shop and only buy from that shop, though, if you are a member of the Bad Ashes. We also are going to be posting songs that I've recorded that are not released yet. We have behind the scenes music videos, tour live. We're also going to be doing some live streams privately for the Bad Ashes in the Patreon group. So if you haven't yet, and if you'd like to, I'd love to see you there and virtually give you a hug through the screen. But ashtaylor.com, and I think there's a little ticker running across the screen.
There will be in just a second.
Yeah. Oh.
There it is.
The man's got it. Thank you, sir. Thank you. But yeah, guys, that's for right now what we're going to say. We got, like I said, so much going on, and appreciate you guys understanding and just really appreciate your support. And man, I think we're going to have some really cool things going on. So, anybody got some thoughts in the comments there?
Well, so let's see here. My comments section jumped on me, but Sherry Watkins is here. Says dropping in to say hi. Good to see you both on a Wednesday.
Sherry, thank you for being here. I'm so glad that you're here.
Amy says she totally gets it. Live streams take up a lot of work.
They do. Amy knows what's up. Yeah.
It's not even so much the live stream itself. It's the setting up the live stream. It's the setting up the lights in the room. It's the getting all the gear out. It's there's a lot of like stuff before and after a live stream that just makes it take so much time. Yeah,
and honestly, like for me, I don't really think that really bugs me. I think it's like when you have like opportunities come up.
Yeah.
But so, because I feel bad, like I'm kind of stuck in the middle because it's like I have a weekly commitment.
Yeah.
And then someone basically is like, hey, we want to pay you a bunch of money and have you travel and do this thing, which is like a dream.
Right.
And so then you're like, well, now I feel like I'm letting people down.
Yeah.
And it's a weird place for me to be in, and I beat myself up and I feel bad. So.
Yeah. Janelle says she'll miss seeing us every single week for Ash Wednesday. but she understands that there are only so many hours in the day.
Well, thank you, Janelle. I appreciate that.
It's a real thing. It's a real thing.
There needs to be a couple more. I feel like that would be kind of nice. I could get some stuff done.
I know.
Yeah.
Dennis says, totally understand. Don't miss the weekly ones, but you have to do what's best for you.
Mm-hmm.
And Brenda says, it's best you don't overdo. Good for you.
Ah, Brenda, thank you. Yeah. That's the other thing, too, though, just having the energy that you need to get sleep and show up and... You know.
Sherry says, boo, but I understand all this YouTube stuff is quite time consuming.
It is, yeah. Well,
absolutely.
Especially being a recording artist, it's like, if you really think about it, you got to travel and play shows, and then you got to, like, book the shows, and you got to rehearse, and then that's not to mention all the social media content you're supposed to be putting out.
Yeah.
Not to mention, it's actually technically my job to, believe it or not, write songs.
Yeah. Somewhere along the way, you're supposed to have free time to sit down with a guitar and write.
Yeah, and then you're supposed to go in the studio and you're supposed to record, which takes hours and hours and hours. So it's good creatively too, though, because I would love to have the time to creatively be able to write, some stuff, or like go in the studio and just be able to sit there the whole day and just create, and not have to be like, I gotta go.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Amy says, I would be happy for a longer live stream that's like doing the once a month thing, as I have rehearsals on Wednesdays and often miss them every week.
Amy, good point. And that's kind of what we were thinking. Like, if we did one that was like
a little
longer, we'll still do the giveaway. We'll questions, Q&A. We'll do all the announcements. But yeah, Amy, great. Thank you so much.
Carrie says, don't you change when the diaper's full?
Well,
yeah, I think so. I mean, unless you're one of those parents that just doesn't do that.
Carrie, can I steal that? That's. I want to take a screenshot of that. That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Janelle says, congrats on your new opportunities.
Thank you, Janelle. Appreciate
Sean says, you got to do what's right for you in this. Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you, Sean.
Lynn says it's all good because it just means things are getting better and better for you, and that's awesome. And I'm glad I've been here for all the weeks you've been here already.
Oh, Lynn, it makes us... I mean, I'm speaking for Chris on this as well, I know, but when you, I feel like Lynn has seen us evolve so much. Like, she's been here literally from the start.
Yeah.
Like, I think Lynn is sometimes, the only person that was watching both of our live streams.
I think so.
And it means so much, Lynn, that you're still here, and I'm like, we just love you. You're family, Lynn. You're family.
Rick Wynn says, I really enjoy listening to your Wednesday night get-togethers, but I'm very happy for you being able to advance your career. Congrats.
Well, thank you so much.
What you guys are all going to have to do is you're going to have to just set a reminder in your phone or on your computer or put it on your calendar, on your fridge, however you do it, however new school or old school you are, for the first Wednesday of every month to prioritize tuning in to see the one Ash Wednesday we'll have the time to do.
Yeah, and if you can't make it, watch the replay. But like I said, too, we're also going to do... I have a bunch of ideas that I think will make it even a more special big event, and we'll do a really good job making sure to promote it ahead of time and all that. So it'll be a party.
Absolutely. Sean says we'd love to see some live shows recorded if that's ever possible. There might be some of that kind of stuff coming, especially maybe that would be some fun stuff we could do for the Bad Ashes.
Yes.
For
most certainly
extra special content for you guys.
Most certainly, yeah. If a venue is cool with it, because sometimes if it's a ticketed show, people paid to actually be there.
They don't like it.
They don't want you to share it, of course, because it's kind of weird for those that paid. But yes, absolutely, great stuff. I would love that.
Brenda says prayers for you.
Thank you,
Very
Brenda.
Sweet.
She's awesome.
Auntie says exciting stuff. Change is hard, but I'm learning also change can be good.
Auntie, yes, I totally agree with that. Love that.
Barry says, I'll miss y'all next week as I'm going in for surgery on May 2nd for an operation to have a stomach hernia repaired. Prayers, please. Absolutely, Barry. We'll keep you in our prayers, my friend.
Absolutely, and please come back. Keep us posted as you can on how you're doing, how you're feeling. That can be really tough, man.
Yeah. You know a bunch of different places to get a hold of us, so when you're feeling up to it, you message us wherever it is, and you just let us know how you're doing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sherry agrees live shows would also be awesome, so that's cool.
Sweet.
Let's see. Everybody's offering prayers up for
Yes, y'all
Barry.
pray for Barry. If you're the praying kind, please pray for Barry. He's our brother. We gotta take care of him.
Amy says, don't feel bad. I cancel my lives when I have music gigs. Totally understand.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. No, I just feel so bad, though, when you have to cancel week after week. So it kind of gets tough. To be kind of... Don't want to let people down.
Absolutely. So. Mar says, thank you, Ash and Chris.
Well, thank you, Mar.
And also says a late Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Oh, yeah. How was your guys' Easter? Did y'all have a blast or what?
Yeah, absolutely. What did you guys do?
Chris made a big feast for us, and my brothers and sister-in-law came over, and then We went to church that morning.
Yep.
It was a great day. We also worked on Easter a little bit too. Don't tell anybody.
We kind of always do.
We do.
Lynn says I'm a lifer. You will never get rid of me. Just a warning.
Oh, good. We don't want to get rid of you. We're going
right.
to keep you for sure.
That's right.
Oh, I love that.
Lynn, our lives would be so boring without you in them.
They really would, though.
We love all the rest of you too. It would be the same, but Lynn has just probably been here longer than everybody, save my mom and dad.
I would agree with yeah.
So
Lynn, would you say we're like trauma bonded to Lynn?
I think so.
Because she's been here from the start. When we were like trying to figure out how you even live stream and like what to do.
Yeah.
She was still here, which I feel like sometimes we do that every week anyway, but whatever. Well, guys, let me tune up this guitar here. I was gonna say this is you guys know old Roger, this here guitar. Let's see. Make sure we're tuned up. Well, we're gonna play you guys a song, and then we'll hang out for a little bit after, and then we're gonna go eat some dinner and kind of get on our night. My husband is making some picanha, some steaks for dinner.
Yeah, got some steak in the sous vide.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that at all.
It's gonna be a good time.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Let's see. This is almost a tune. Let's see. Is this?
Work.
Yeah.
Good enough
It's
for government work.
I can hear the good enough for government work. I say that every time I tune my guitar, and I don't know why. I sound like a 65-year-old man. Good enough for government work. It's close enough. I was gonna say too. I can hear thunder and lightning outside. Outside the windows. We're in here recording, so you can tell guitars are like. Whoa.
Yeah, the shift in pressure and temperature and moisture in the air is messing with them. So, but before we play real quick, Mr. Corey Sparks popped in and said, "Hey ya," from Facebook.
Well, hey ya, back to you, buddy. Thank you so much for being
good
here.
To see you, Corey.
Corey's awesome, man. Corey's a great guy. I love Corey. So we go ahead and play you guys a song here. I actually got requested. By a lady named Sherry who follows me on Instagram. She said she was going to try to tune in. Maybe she'll catch the replay. She actually requested that I played my song Cigarette because the other day it was 420. And she loves that song. And I said, you know what? I'll play it for you because I love you. I said, I'll do that. She cracks me up though. But so Sherry, this is for you. And this is a fun song. Also, really interesting. So we released this song on Spotify and iTunes, Apple Music, all that fun stuff. We released it back in, I guess it was this summer, just this last year.
Yeah.
So this song over on social media, though, like on YouTube and stuff, the music video has actually also really grown in popularity.
Yeah.
So I think within the past 2-3 days, it's gotten over 1,000 more views.
It's amazing.
So it's taken off. So I've seen a lot of people commenting on that video and saying nice things.
So you guys go watch that video and share it with all your friends and family. It's on YouTube, and you can find all of Ash's stuff at ashtaylor.com. Scrolling across the bottom of the screen there.
Yes. Awesome. All right, baby, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right. Crazy, I just think they need to chill, take it easy, and just let it roll. 'Cause you do what you can, 'cause you can't do it all. I'm stressing when it's out of control. And everybody's got cigarette and smoke another cigarette. And smoke another cigarette. Smoke another cigarette. Ow, yeah. Oh, Mr. Delisle, you were in a mood tonight, sir.
I have no idea what you're talking
He's
about.
in a mood. He's in a mood.
No
By the way,
idea
can
what
I
you're
tell you
talking
guys
about.
something
No.
really cool? Yeah, it is my show. I can say what I want. I can do what I want.
She's gonna hit me, and I'm gonna have video evidence of it.
I can't hit him right now, but the moment this live stream is over, this boy is sleeping on the couch. All right, this boy's done. This boy's done.
That's good.
I was trying to say before you got all sassy. He is sassy. I tonight am playing this guitar, which I think some of you might have seen before.
Yeah.
But in case you guys don't know, this guitar is named Roger. And this was actually a gift from my good friend, Mr. Roger Brown, who has been in my fan club for many, many, many years.
Yep.
And this was his dad's guitar. And his dad's name was also Roger. And I love this guitar. And I think it's so cool. And I feel like every time I play it, I'm just like, man, it's cool.
Yeah.
To have someone's like family history and something so special like a guitar. And I don't know. I literally get so emotional every time I pick this up and I play it. I really do.
Every time you play it, the spirit of a good dude is in the room.
That's right, man. We need more good dudes in the world.
Absolutely.
Awesome. What we got going on here in the comments?
Dennis says, I had a good Easter. Went to dinner with Terry and 4 other neighbors. Enjoyed a ribeye and especially enjoyed the fellowship and laughter.
Oh, that sounds awesome, man. That's the
Great.
way to do it.
Robert O'Neill is in the house. Says, love y'all, Robert and Christine.
Oh, hey, Robert. Hey, Christine. Man, they are the best people. I'll tell you what.
Yes.
Good folks right there. Thank y'all for being here.
Carrie says, grr, steak, you carnivore people.
We're pretty basic.
Lynn says, fun song, light 'em up. You know I don't smoke.
You know, I wrote that song. I don't smoke either. That's the thing. But, you know, I mean, my mom was a smoker and all, but I wrote that song during the pandemic. And I wrote it off of an old next door neighbor that I used to live next door to.
Mm-hmm.
She'd go out every single day, and she literally would just like sit in a lawn chair, like a Walmart lawn chair, and like a moo-moo. You know what I mean? Like an old lady moo-moo. And she would just smoke, and she'd talk about how the world was going to shit. And
That's right.
I mean that, and I loved her attitude. That woman did not stress for nothing.
Yep.
I love it.
Janelle says, I rewrote the lyrics to suit me. I'm going to drink another cup of tea.
Oh, I love that.
I'm just going to drink another cup of tea. It's good.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Crow says, I could ski to this song.
There you go.
Absolutely.
It's got some movement to it.
Yes.
It's got some movement. When I wrote that song, it all came pretty quick. I wrote it with my friend Kiana Knowles Meyer, really talented singer-songwriter. It's one of the few songs that I really play out ever that I've actually written it with someone else. Usually I write everything by myself. But I told her, I said, the deal breaker is when we get into that that second verse, I'm like, there has to be that pause. You know, and some call me crazy, I just think, I'm like, that makes the song. So there were all kinds of stuff like that. But it's a fun one. You can work out to it.
That's right. Happy faces from Miss Wallflower.
Oh,
Miss
thank
Aunt
you, Aunt Donna. Appreciate you.
Auntie says, woohoo. And Brian T. O'Hara is in the house.
Hey.
You guys are the best. Glad to be home.
Ah, you are the best, my friend. Thank you so much for being here and tuning in. We got to meet Brian when we were up at Sweetwater in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and we met Robert there actually too, and Christine.
Yeah.
But man, thank y'all for tuning in. That makes me so happy. And
yes, we are glad to be home.
Brian, I tell you what, there is no place like home. I love traveling and all, but I feel like when I'm able to stay home, I can focus on things and I don't know, just kind of hang out with my dog, and that makes me happy.
Yep, absolutely. Evelyn's giving us a lit cigarette. Awesome.
Light 'em up, Evelyn.
Amy says, love this song.
Oh, thank you, Amy.
Lynn says, cool story that goes with the guitar.
It is,
Absolutely.
man. I get so emotional every time I play it, and it just sounds good, and I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Sean says Ash is going to turn into El Kabong, old Hanna-Barbera cartoon. He would beat people up with a guitar. I used to watch El Kabong as a kid. I loved it.
Just a nice grip here, and just...
I ain't worried. She's more concerned about the well-being of the guitar, so...
Chris knows me so well. It's like, man, I'd never break a guitar a day in my life.
Yeah, she'll wait till I go to sleep, and then she'll cut me.
No, because I'll be too tired by that point. It's been a long day. I'll just go to bed.
Yeah,
I'll
right.
wait till he least expects it.
Corey says y'all are the best.
Oh, Corey, you're the best. Thank you for being here, my friend. Appreciate that.
Sherry Reagan is here and says, OMG, my favorite Ash Taylor song.
Well, thank you, Sherry. I appreciate you being here. Thank you,
Yep.
thank you. Glad you like it.
Absolutely. Amy says, I have a high school friend that works at Sweetwater in Fort Wayne.
Oh, that's cool. Man, we loved when we were there.
Yeah.
They were
I love Sweetwater.
They were so nice to us too, y'all. They're really good to their artists. We played a couple shows. We did a masterclass in songwriting.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. It was really great.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
good people.
Carrie says anything sung on a Wednesday is awesome.
Oh,
You're
well,
very sweet,
thank you, my friend.
You're
I
very
just don't play the bad songs that I've written. That's the key. The ones that I write that I go, oh no, what did I do? That we just don't play those.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right.
Chris
That's
gets
right.
to hear all my bad songs.
She doesn't write very many bad songs. Not anymore. I mean, we all write bad songs when we first
Oh,
start.
dude,
I wrote
some of
horrible
my-
songs when I was younger.
Some of my first ones
They're
were
all
they were
bad when you first start
terrible.
out.
They
That's
were
the whole point.
so bad. They were so
Yeah.
bad. Well, sweet. Well, guys, thank you all for being here. You guys are awesome. I think that we're gonna probably, I guess, rock it up on comments, right?
Yeah.
So I guess we're gonna go ahead and go eat our dinner and call it a night. But guys, thank you all so much again for tuning in and for being here. Again, we are not going to be live next Wednesday because we're playing a show in downtown Nashville. However, we are going to start in May. I don't know what month it is. In May, we will be going live, starting that whole tradition of doing our once a month live stream. So the next Ash Wednesdays then is going to be Wednesday, May 7th at 7 Central, 8 Eastern. We're going to make it a huge party. Don't worry, guys. I will promote it big time ahead of time. We're going to do giveaways. We're going to do all the fun stuff.
Yep.
And just know that we all love you and we appreciate you. We hope you have a great week.
Yep.
And God bless y'all. Thank you all for being here.
AshTaylor.com for all of the info you guys need, and we will see you there and hopefully in the Bad Ashes very soon.
Join AshTaylor.com. There should be the ticker running across. Come
Yep.
join the Bad Ashes if you guys want some exclusive content, merch, and a behind the scenes pick into all kinds of fun, cool stuff, including my upcoming podcast, which is going to be awesome.
That's right.
Sweet.
You guys have a great night.
You too. Nice. Bye, everybody.